Another matter I overlooked in reasons to run a mile was where Chris told Jay the cooling system worked like an animal skin because it was more efficient, and I don't know how I omitted it because it pricked my BS meter instantly. Well, I did my research this time and have to challenge Aptera Motors and all of its deluded disciples to explain both. 1. What makes it skin-like, and 2. How is it more efficient than a radiator? Here's the 1 minute and 3 second cartoon Aptera Motors provides, which tells us it has coolant channels through the skin. Radiators have coolant channels, so it's more like a radiator, but with one big bugbear. All the radiator channels are open to the outside air by having a hole in front, like the jet plane they drew. Air is forced all around the channels, which is pumped around the engine for convection to take place. If the car isn't moving, a fan kicks in to imitate movement. Animal skins have pores, and inside the animal has sweat glands. There are no channels, but sweat passes out through the pores and sits outside the skin where the atmosphere evaporates it, and thereby cools the skin. The body then cools by convection without pumping and having no need for movement and an artificial simulation of it. Clearly the channels in the body are more like those in a radiator, but how can that be more efficient? It appears I have enough time to suggest a version of Aptera that would be the most appropriate for what it is best suited to, given its better features, and not wanting to be something that does everything. It won't be the Swiss Army knife of EVs, but it might get a large customer base. The thing it is most suited to is a commuter, so make it do that best and sacrifice some of the things it does as a prototype. I will talk through it first and may yet attempt to draw something, not sure at present. To begin with, I would concentrate on that cheapest use of propulsion and throw away speed and acceleration to make it even cheaper. I would recognise that it is an autocycle and ditch the pretense of it competing with cars. Make it the best autocycle you can buy. So, since most people drive to work alone, make it a single-seater. If it gets a following, a front and rear two-seat configuration can be added to the lineup, but not straight away. Now, logic is going to drive the design, not maths or science. Customers at least try to buy on logic, and very few get out the slide rule or run it through the lab. Therefore, the narrower single-seat frontal area puts the wheels back inside the shell. No outboard wheel pants. To keep it even narrower, fix the wheels in a straight line and switch turning to the back wheel or wheels. More likely wheels, but having a narrower track than the fronts. Now, make it much lighter by having 1/4 the battery pack of the smallest model and one motor driving the rear wheels. It could even be smaller and less powerful than the ones Aptera uses. Make it lighter by shortening the length and having one door, not 3 access points. And here's where I should patent this. The rear wheels can be about halfway between the front track and the centre, where the Aptera. This highlights the great danger in cooling batteries and has nothing to explain how Aptera is doing it. I pick up on 2 points. First, it says Aptera has not yet developed it, which I have not heard Aptera claim. And if that's the case, why are they putting people in them and driving them? Will they explode any minute? Secondly, they say Aptera are going to have a radiator system as well as their skin system. Again, Aptera have not said there is a radiator in their prototypes, nor that production models will have them. This is a continuation of conflicting information that is common among most of the features of the silly machine. Come on, fanboys, tell us what you know about how the system works. Let's see if you are all up to speed, and more importantly, on the same page. Bye for now, and stay safe.